Taoiseach, I had a very interesting encounter with the Irish second level students' union yesterday, where we spent the afternoon just discussing with school students from secondary schools up and down the country about the issues that they were concerned about, and I think it just added to me the urgency of radical reform of our secondary school system. And I think there's a few points that should be borne in mind. One thing they said was that there's absolutely nowhere for students to go when they are basically feeling anxious, worried, scared, bullied or whatever, because we don't really have those staff resources in the schools or people trained. They were very keen on the idea that we would have psychologists in every school so that there would be somewhere to go to. They were also scathing about the curriculum in the sense that most of it is rote learning out of books rather than more participatory education, where there's field trips, where you go out to museums or theatres or meet with people who are specialists and experts in a particular area, where you get sort of motivated and participate in your education rather than just have to learn off books, which I thought was very interesting, but obviously that means resources. They said buses for things like that were a huge cost that most schools could not incur. And the other thing, just lastly, is they said when school inspections happen, the school inspectors never talk to the school students about the issues that affect the school.
Thank you.
And it's all curriculum based rather than engaging with the students themselves about the issues that are affecting them.
On school visits, again, do a lot of them too, and I have to say, when I visit primary schools and secondary schools around the country, I'm so impressed with how much education has involved and how much more interactive it is than it was when I was in school, and how there's so much more technology now and so much more engagement. And I think technology and that being available to schools is really of huge and crucial importance. I don't know if inspectors talk to students as part of carrying out inspections. I think they should. If it's not done, it sounds like a good idea. In any time you'd inspect any service, you would often ask the service users what they think. So if that's not done as a matter of course, I'd agree with the Deputy that it ought to be done, because it's really important to hear the voice of students when it comes to the quality of their education, and it is their education in the end. Just finally, in relation to Deputy O'Sullivan's question, the Citizen Assembly on the future of education, we haven't a decision taken on the timing of it yet, but it is intended that it should be done this year, and we need to have it set up. I think ideally by the middle of the year. Citizen Assemblies don't fall when the Oireachtas falls, so the election date is not a determinant in that regard, but we would like to have it set up this year, and Minister Foley is working on terms of reference for that.